Alrighty, hello. We're gonna start reading vlog here in my car because I'm on a road trip today, basically going out to an anime convention. So I'm going to San Antonio, Texas, and while I'm doing that, I'm listening to audiobooks in my car. That's, you know, I switch between music and listening to that. So I started, what is this book called? It's something about poison. It's like, hold on. Alright, yeah, so it's the poisons we drink. And so that is so far starting with our main character Venus, that's her name, but she and her family are witchers, which means that they have magic. So there's like a whole race war between the magics and the regular humans, and so they're all like scared of them, and they're like not allowed to do like some of their magic and stuff. People are ridiculous. So anyways, there's a lot of that kind of stuff going on, and our girl makes money by doing like basically illegal stuff. By making like potions and stuff. Man, she charges a lot for it too. But so far, I'd say it's pretty interesting. Like, people use code names, and there's like just the way that they're doing the deals is like so anyways, I haven't gotten that far in it yet, but so far it's interesting. I think it's YA. Our character's like a teenager, and so people don't want to take her seriously, but she's like, I love to basically show people up and be like, I'm not who you think I am, bitch. So that's interesting, and yeah, I'm just gonna keep going with the audiobook, and then we'll do another check-in at the next stop. Alright, so I'm like halfway through the book, and it's like pretty good, I would say, so far. But I think we're gonna keep this update short, because why is there a white man yelling at people in this parking lot? He's just yelling at people. And I don't understand that shit. So I don't want to deal with him, and we're just gonna have to wait for a better review after I make it there. I think the next stop is gonna be the hotel room. But yeah, this book is good. This book is definitely worth the read so far. I feel really bad for our MC Venus. Girl is having to deal with all kinds of shit her mom just left her with, basically. It's not a good time. So anyways, okay. Update at the hotel. Alrighty, y'all, I'm back from Japan, and so I have boxes to open. So first I have the Starbright one, which I've actually canceled this subscription after this one. I like sci-fi, but as y'all know, I am unemployed, and so the cuts have to be made. So that one I have cut. I mean, you only get it every few months anyways. But yeah, so, and then I have my Fairy Loot adult and YA, which, if things continue, will also have to be cut at some point. But anyways, so let's open them while we got them. Oh, please, can I have my... One of my cats is sitting on the box. Hold on. Child, little Opis, por favor. Hey, look at how cute she is. You're a pretty baby. Look at you, Opis. Yeah, I don't know, she's confused. But anyways, okay. Oh, Panini, can I open the box? I'm attempting to open it under her toes and see at what point she gets off. Child of mine. Child o' mine. You want your box? You gotta let me open the box, Opis. Oh no, she's just hunkering down a little more. This is a problem. Opis. Oh, Panini. Come, my child, come here. Let me open the boxes, Opis. Okay, Opis, here's your box. Alright, so we have An Unbreakable World by Ren Hutchings. So there you go. Looks sick. Ooh. Oh, it's kind of the same. Oh, no, but it's different people in these weird bird people. Yeah, what the hell? Some funky's going on here, so that looks interesting. Let's see the... Oh, shit, hold on. So pretty. That is so pretty. Yeah. I like whatever bird thing this is. Like constellations in its wings. Holy shit! Alrighty, so yeah, these end pages are making it look interesting. Can't wait to see what that's about. And there is the author on the inside. There's nothing on the inside here, but I am out of that. So anyways, there you go. That's the first one. Okay. I knew this was coming. See You in Hell. This is the new Arf Kwong book. Damn, this book kind of heavy, but here you can see the levels. I'm pretty sure in this book they're like, I mean, you know, as the card implied, they're going through hell. So that's interesting. To hell with love, that's what the top says. I honestly did not like the original cover, so this is a little bit better to me. I wouldn't say I'm the biggest fan of this either, so 0 out of 2 of what I have seen, I am not a fan of these covers. Alright, the inside's a little bit better. I'm liking this one more. So there you go, that's that one. And then I think the other one's the YA. I'm assuming this is the adult one. It seems like an adult topic. No. Oh, yeah. Ooh. Man, I bought this book. Damn it, now I have 2 editions. Hold up. Okay. Yeah, this is Immortal Consequences, which I have the regular one because I saw it at Koa's. But, yeah, I think it's like a magic school type setting, which I love that shit. So here we go. I guess, I'll read it, and if I hate it, I'm selling 2 copies. And if I love it, I'm picking a copy to keep. Ooh. Oh, I like the little leaves falling around it. She cute. Okay. I like this so far. What does it say? 6 rivals, 1 victor. Eternity's only the beginning. I like this shit. So we went to Spooky Dookie Town in this. Let's see. Oh shit, look at all that. I like the little leaves. Anyways. Oh, okay. Oh shit. Hold on. We're taking the cover off. I mean, the dust jacket. There's the author, Ivy Marie. Oh, yeah. Okay, so this is just like a color change of the original. Because it's the more of the pinky color originally. Then... Oh, shit. Whoa. I like it. I'm into it. I've got some words on the back. You are the reapers of lost souls, the bright light guiding them to their eternal slumber, and without you the afterlife would fall into oblivion. So another book about the afterlife, I guess. We have a theme. But shit, look at this art. That's a vibe. That's a vibe. That's a whole lot of vibe. I remember used to wanting to dress kind of like this. And having that, like, skirt and outfit. Unfortunately, it's not the easiest thing to do and pull off when you got hips like mine. But it's still a look. So I take it we have some characters up in here, so, you know, it's a squad. But look at them roses. Blue ass roses. Okay. So anyways, that is the book haul for today. And then, I actually got the audiobook back for Terror at the Gates, like, really fast. So I kind of want to finish this one, and then maybe I'll go back to, The Poison Sweet Drink. But, that book is sad. Like, I feel so bad for the main character in that book. So bad. I don't feel as bad for this character because this girl, she's a nepo baby. But in the other book, oh my god, I feel bad for her. I feel bad for her. So anyways, I will come back when I have some reading updates. So I read like a good chunk of this last night, and remember when I said I didn't feel bad for her? That aged terribly, because now I kind of do, because she's going through it. She's going through a lot of stuff, and it's just a bad time. Like, basically, this whole book, you know, the church is like terrorizing people's lives and has way too much control over everybody, and they're doing shit. Like, a lot of people are getting messed up. There's like, I mean, I don't even know where the hell there's still a lot of like mystery and questions, like, where the hell are these little demon things coming from? Where the hell did that knife come from? Where the hell, like, just what the fuck? What the fuck? A lot of shit is going on. A lot of shit is going on. So, I mean, I can't say too much without getting spoilers because everything just kind of very slowly started unraveling, and here toward the end, we're getting a lot of like, holy shit. Like, everything that they've been taught about religion is being blown up, basically. Everything that the church doesn't like, because everybody's finding out basically the truth. They're taking those people down. There's a lot. It's basically a religious war brewing, so that's great. So, poor people, like, there is no freedom of religion in this world. Let me tell you that. Let me tell you that. They're not playing around. The archbishop's a creep. A mega creep. A mega creep pervert. Like, it's corrupt as hell. There are people in charge that don't need to be in charge. The church is out here murking people left and right. Like, y'all need to settle down. You know, if you're so concerned, like, just even more proof that they don't practice what they preach. Like, there's just a whole bunch of bullshit going on here. You know, people be doing murder, like, people just unaliving people like there's no tomorrow. I mean, and it kind of sounds like there might not be. Like, literally, I think this book might, well, I mean, I don't think it's gonna happen in this book, but I think this series is gonna deal with the apocalypse, basically, so that's interesting. But yeah, like, you know, this is kind of like a setup book where you're getting into the swing of everything, and so, yeah. I mean, I've heard that, like, the ending of this is intense, but I think the series is gonna be intense. So, you know, I think this is just more of a setup situation. But, I'm gonna go and finish reading this probably later today, because I really don't have that much left. Not even, let me see, maybe like 100 pages left, which, yeah, that can be done today. But we'll see. But, yeah, I'm into it. So far, I'm thinking like 4 stars. Yeah, I mean, I don't want to give it like a straight 5 stars because she can be kind of annoying. Okay, our main character can be kind of annoying because she is like, I mean, she's having like the usual reaction you would expect to some of this shit, but her obsession with this man, she needs to chill the fuck out. She is so obsessed with Zaharib, and I need her to calm the fuck down. I need her to calm the fuck down. Like, girl, I don't. But he already told you what you gotta do, and if you ain't gonna do it, just settle down, please. I don't know. So there's just layers of mess in this book right now. So I'm very interested to see where this is gonna continue going. And now I'm kind of sad that I am reading it so close to when it released because I have no idea when the second one's coming out. I'm gonna be looking that up soon because I need to know. These are questions that I need answers to as immediately. So anyways, okay, yeah. We're gonna go do whatever I do in the daytime. Alright, so I finished this book yesterday and I'm into it. Like, I like it. So, like, the ending does make me think that, like, a lot more stuff is gonna happen. A lot more stuff is gonna happen. Like, this feels like the beginning of something and, like, a setup book. Like, the rest is gonna be intense. People are fighting for power. People are trying to force this girl to get married. They're trying to do all kinds of stuff. Like, everything is a power grab right now. Things are up for grabs. People are going to lose their minds. One group wants to, like, unlock a bunch of gods. Another group is trying to keep it under wraps. Another group wants to start the apocalypse. It's crazy. So, this. A lot of stuff got set up in this that I think is going to pop up and be crazy. So I'm really excited for this. And yeah, I looked it up and I think the sequel's not coming up until next year in August. So I'm going to have to wait a while for that sequel. I mean, we all are, but I'm ready for it. I'm ready for when it drops. Know that I will be reading that. So there's that. And then after that, I have decided that I am going to read Lucklands, which is the conclusion of the trilogy, the Foundry side, or the Founders trilogy. I forget what it's called, but so the final book in that trilogy, and I'm gonna finally know how this concludes. I'm gonna be excited to find out because yeah, every book I'm just like, like, it just keeps building up to more and more and more. I'm like, damn, like, where is this going? So this should be very interesting. Hopefully it does not let me down as a conclusion, but we're gonna find out. Okay, so it's a few days later, but I finished The Poisons We Drink. So that book I gave it 4 stars because like there's just a lot of stuff going on. These kids are really going through it. They're having a bad time, and it's kind of dark, it's kind of messed up, and there's like political stuff going on, and they are involved. So it just ends up being like a sad time for these kids. So I don't know. I was invested. I was like, these poor kids. Like, what are you gonna do? Since they're kids, it's like, yeah, like they're going through the phase of learning how to like stand up for themselves better and stuff. So I thought that was like pretty believable. So not that it's a believable story. There's lots of magic and potions, and man, doing magic hurts them. It really does. So, you gotta be really committed to the cause in the first place. So, that's a lot, but anyways. So, yeah, that book was good. I think it was a standalone. It did wrap up, so I'm gonna assume that it was. I didn't see anything about a sequel. So I think that was that, which would make sense. So, yeah, that was wrapped up. So remember when I said I was gonna start Lachlan's? I tried to. I tried to start that, and my brain is just like in sleepy time mode, I guess, still from recouping from the convention. So I did not pick that up after all. Like, I tried to, and I was just like, my brain is not with it for this. So instead I read more of Claimed by the Cthulhu, and that is hilarious. Like, Our main girl is kind of playing like, I don't know. But she's so fucking into it, but she's trying to pretend that she's not as thirsty as she is, and that's hilarious to me. So they're like, he's like, this is my mate, and she's like, I don't know. So, but yeah, she definitely knows. So, yeah, I think one of the tax phrases was erotica, and erotica indeed. Yeah, there's a lot. There's a lot, and just, it's hilarious. It's hilarious so far. So, and I'm like reading it pretty fast because, yeah, it is kind of funny. So, that's just a happy, goofy, funny time to be reading that. Every time I pick that book up to read it, I just end up laughing a lot. So, that's sometimes you just need that. So, anyway, palette, that was a good palette cleanser. I'm not done with it yet, but I think I'm about like a third of the way. No, maybe like 40%. Like, it's a short book. It's less than 300 pages. So, if you want something quick and easy to read, there you go. I have been laughing a lot. I mean, it's a monster romance, so what could you expect? Like, I mean, I feel like some of them are more serious than this. Like, I feel like the main character, the dude, the Cthulhu guy, his name's Kaus, and he's just so serious, but not serious at the same time. So like everybody's like, like I feel like everybody but the like actual main character is like in on the joke almost. Our main character's just like, oh my god, I put my foot in my mouth. Oh my god, it's hilarious. Anyway, so that's that. That's the update for that. So and then I actually picked up Silver Elite. This is about to be due back to the library, so I gotta hurry my ass up. But I am reading it with the audiobook, so I might end up finishing it just via audio. But this, so far, yeah, it's a dystopian, right? So, and honestly, it's kind of similar to stuff I've read in the past. So we have people with like silver blood, and except their blood's not. It doesn't seem like their blood's actually silver, but like their veins glow silver when they use their powers, basically. And so I guess that's where we're getting all the like silver this, silver that. And in this world, silver seems to be like higher than gold, because you have like there's like the military stuff in here where they're like trying to basically just like eradicate all of them. Like, this is a genocide. This is a genocide. I mean, they reference like a cold-hearted genocide at the beginning when this Commander Duke took over, and then they're basically just continuing to wipe people out. And she gets wrapped up in it, basically. So, because, basically everybody has to pretend that they aren't the silver-blooded people. And so, they have to hide their powers and stuff. But the powers are all, like reading minds. There's reading minds. There's, you can mind control people. But that seems to be more rare. Yeah, it's all just, like, mind power stuff. And so, yeah, normal people are all mad about it and think these people are monsters and stuff, and it's like, bro, they just got more powers than you. But, it does reference that, like, they had a leader that had those kinds of powers and was, like, using them real harshly before that, and so, yeah, everybody, like, retaliated real hard and, like, used that as reasoning for being assholes now and just basically genociding people. So, that's, it's a bleak time, and so it's really sad. So, this book basically just started, like, immediately. Things just took off like nothing. Like, there was barely any setup, just immediately kind of jumping into it, and it just keeps going. So, the thing I would say about this is that, like, it probably would benefit from, like, slowing down just a little bit, just because, like, I mean, our girl's acting, like, pretty normal for having gone through some excessive shit. And I mean, like, on one hand, yeah, she's, like, used to it at this point of having, like, bullshit after bullshit after bullshit done to her and her people, basically, but at the same time, like, the stuff that she goes through at the beginning seems like it would be more emotionally devastating than how she's acting, basically. Like, she kind of acts like, like a lot of like they reference it, but it's like very contained moments. And I mean, she is trained, so it could just be that. But like, on the other hand, it's like I feel like she would be realistically losing her cool a little bit more than she does. Like she's very calm and collected for somebody doing all this. So yeah, she's either like already. I mean, she is already like super beat down and stuff. But at the same time, I'm like, I feel like there it's like referenced more than like her actually seeming to be living that experience, if that makes sense. Like they're like, she's like, I'm so angry and blah 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 blah. Like she says it, but she doesn't necessarily always act in accordance with that. So I don't know. Like it's kind of jumbled up on that. But oh, well, the other thing I gotta say is this dude that she is thirsting over has a horrendous name. Cause who the hell names their kid? This kid is named Cross Reddington, I think, and that is a horrible name. I'm sorry, that is like one step away from these crazy ass like celebrity ass names. Where I'm like, what? The more power, like he's the general's son, and I'm like, so what? The more power and stuff that you have, the more stupidly you're gonna name your kids. Like, is that a human thing? Is we're doing that? I don't know, because I'm just like, that is a horrendous name. It's so ugly. So ugly. So he has like all these names are kind of dumb. Like her name's Ren Darlington, which she's just like, oh yeah, bird, whatever. Like the names are not giving. But it's also a dystopian world, so I guess like people are just not feeling creative enough to like. I mean, they're creative in the wrong way. Shit, I guess. I don't know. Like I'm just like that is a. I said, what the fuck? That's his name? Ugh. Oh my god. I'm just like, that is not cute. I'm like, I'm sorry, but I don't I don't know what the fuck this kid looks like, but he sounds ugly. I mean, she's attracted to him and everybody's acting like he's hot shit, but his name makes him sound ugly to me. So, I don't know, but yeah. Just there's some funny shit in this too, but at the same time it's generally upsetting, and our girl's having to like basically hide her identity through a bunch of stuff, and it's just I'm interested to see how this is gonna play out, because I just feel like there's no way she's not gonna get found out. Like, ain't no way, ain't no way. So we'll just see what happens, how it continues on from here, because I don't know what to think yet, other than like some of the stuff is a little flimsy, but the general world, yeah, it's kind of like other dystopians that I've read, so I wouldn't say that this is like anything special or unique yet. So we're gonna keep going and see. Okay, I just finished this and holy shit. They dropped some bombs at the end. Oh, like, I thought that it was, like, a lot of it was pretty predictable until the very end. And then I'm like, oh, some of it I probably should have seen. But holy shit, there's like a little tidbit at the end, at the very end. And I'm just like, oh shit. So yeah, I'm hooked. I'm hooked for the next book. And we're just gonna see where this goes. But yeah, I don't know. I was gonna give it like 3.5, but now I might give it a 4 because I got good at the end. Man, now I have to wait for this sequel to come out, because this is definitely a series. Shit. Okay, well, that's the update. Alrighty, I'm gonna try to wrap this up. Well, this book. We're not wrapping up the vlog yet, but before my mic runs out, I am going to try to update this vlog. So anyways, Silver Elite. Y'all will have seen the clip before this when I finished it. But like, oh my god, the end part. The gasp that I gusped when I read that last fucking page and I was like, ah, now I know why she has to have like a fake name. Like, it explains some shit. It explains some shit because, like, you know, at the beginning they kind of tell you her backstory, but like, there's obviously holes in it. And, you know, there's holes that she had to live with for her whole life, and you only have to live with it until you get to the end of the book, and then you start finding out some shit. But, yeah, until that point, I felt like it was very kind of obvious what was happening, and, you know, there definitely was some stuff that if I had thought about it a little harder, maybe I could have put it together, but at the same time, I was just, you know, trying to enjoy the book. So some stuff I still was like, yeah, I think this is gonna be painfully obvious, but then, and it was. But then, yeah, toward the end, we get some of the more, I would say, the more juicy bits. I mean, I don't care about like the romance as much. I mean, their connection's good. I appreciate the romance in this, even though his name is fucking Cross Redden. I'm still just like, that's an ugly name to me. I'm never gonna forget that. But I did look up when the sequel's coming out. I am gonna continue this series, and so it looks like it comes out. What I saw, which was on Storygraph, which is somewhat unreliable, I saw that it will come out on Cinco de Mayo next year. So looking forward to that. But this is a problem with reading things so soon after they have released, is that now I have to wait for the sequel and hope that I remember some of the shit. But yeah, I think I ended up giving this a 4 because like I did end up liking the ending more. Although I do still have a question, and I think it's gonna get answered in book 2. But like, I feel like our girl was maybe a little bit too trusting of the very like last situation that happened. Like, I'll be like, the fuck, explain this. But you know, she obviously, this girl can be a little too thirsty for her brain to be working properly. So I think that's what happened. But me, who is not thirsty for this man because I don't know him, but I'm like, when are you gonna ask about this? When are we gonna find this out? But anyway, so yeah, but yeah, the relationship's like solid in this. So you know, if you really go for that kind of thing, there is some smut. You will get that. Our girl has a very healthy appetite for that kind of activities. So there you go, Silver Elite. So yeah, our girl was smart in some parts and then Delulu in other parts, and that felt about right for her age. So you know, I'll take it. I accept this. So anyways, but also, why did I keep thinking? Because you know how this is like the author that nobody knows who the hell Danny Francis is, and I don't know. To me, this kind of, I mean, also because I listened to the audiobook, so it was the same narrator as Penn Cole's other books. I mean, I'm not saying that this is Penn Cole, but also, what if it is? But it did kind of remind me of that because it was kind of remind me of how those books are written. So I don't know. There's a lot of speculation about who this author is, but we'll see. Maybe we'll find out one day. Maybe we won't. At this point, I don't know. Don't know, and I honestly am not that invested in this mystery. I read a lot of shit without knowing who the hell the author is. I don't be digging into people's lives like that. But anyways, you know, if you're the kind of person you want to deep dive into that, there's a whole bunch of videos that you can find about it. So, you know, have fun with that. That can be your new mystery to deep dive, and you let me know if you find anything out. Just because, you know, I don't feel compelled to find out myself. But if you find out something, I'll listen. I'm nosy enough, but not. This isn't the mystery I'm gonna go digging into. So, personally. So, yeah, I don't know. If you read it, let me know what you thought. But on to the next one. We will be reading The God and the Guisin. I'm not really sure how you say that, as I do not speak Korean. But I'm kind of, the way that this synopsis sounded to me made it sound like it was going to be very K-drama-y, if this is the one I'm thinking of. Oh no, maybe I'm thinking about a different one. But I don't know. I like a K-drama, so if this reads anything like a K-drama, I'm probably going to be hooked into it. So we're going to see how this goes. I think I am thinking of a different series. But anyways, I'm excited to read this because it sounds like shit that I've read in the past that I liked before, like somewhat reminiscent of like Darker by 4, except I think that was YA. And I don't know if this is YA. Let's see if it tells me. No, it doesn't say. So I don't remember, but we'll find out. We'll find out. We will find out as we go along. So anyways, this is the next book up. So I think, actually I know, in the update where I said I was going to read this book, I was incorrect because this is actually book 2. Yeah, I was confused because I was looking at like, wait, this doesn't look familiar. And yeah, this is the sequel. So actually the book that I actually started is The God and the Gumiho. So I started this book, the first book, because yeah, we're not that far yet to be skipping to the second one, and I would like to read the series in order like a normal person. So anyways, I started The God and the Gumiho. This one, which yes, it's very much a K-drama, exactly like I wanted. The author's note even says that she was inspired by K-dramas to write this. And I'm so glad for it. So this is exactly kind of what I wanted. So obviously, so we have our trickster god who has fallen. He is like serving out his time. He has to like, I guess, kill like a certain amount of, oh sorry, unalive like a certain amount of creatures or whatever, so that way he can get his spot back as a god, have his powers back and all that. His brother, who is in charge of all the gods, apparently, they had an issue because he tried to take over, but obviously, he didn't win, and so now he's serving out his time, and that's his backstory basically. And so now he is like basically kind of working like a detective, like cop, trying to find like this Gumiho is doing bad shit, we gotta stop him, and this person's it, and this other creature's doing this stuff. So it's like, it's all, he does like all the creatures that are like basically doing shit they're not supposed to. He has to deal with them. So that's what he's doing. And then turns out our other main character, Honey, I think was her name, she is supposed to be chilling. She was working a coffee shop, and then she is hiding her identity, which they tell you at the very beginning. It's not a secret. It's not a secret to you. They tell her she is supposed to be hiding that she is like the Scarlet Fox or whatever, which is the one that basically made it taboo for the Gumiho to eat livers and like steal souls anymore. She went on like a binge, I guess you would call it, for her, where basically they attribute in this book, they say that she did the Jack the Ripper crimes, like that's the explanation. And so but she never got caught. And so now it's like a bajillion years later, she's still full, and so she hasn't done it again, but she does it again, and they pick up that it's her. I forget exactly how, and so now she's being hunted. Except there was an opening at his. This is the part that's hilarious. There was an opening where he works to give him an assistant. He does not want an assistant. He's like, man, fuck this shit. I want none of this. And she's just like, ha ha ha, ha, I'm here. I'm gonna help you. To not catch her, basically. That's the whole point of her doing this. She's like, if I cozy up, then I can make sure that I lead him astray so he doesn't. So, we got a trickery, getting tricked by a tricky ass fox, and there you go. The circle continues around and around. So, it's becoming interesting. So, yeah. So in this book, his little timeline is getting swapped up, actually, because now he got to deal with his brother, that his brother really wants, like, a certain other entity that's, like, fucking things up, and her, basically, to be unalived. And like really quickly, and if he does this, then he can get back his power like super fast, like immediately. Basically, cut his sentence down to get 2 instead of like 20,000 was the number, but he obviously wasn't there yet. So, like, he's obviously really wanting to accomplish this, and she's obviously really wanting to not get caught. So now, there's more pressure than ever, and I am really interested to see how this is going to continue going, because honestly, it's hilarious. She messes with him. She messes with him so good. Like even before it was like turning into this thing if she's being hunted by him, but he would come to their coffee shop and they would fuck with him because he would pull some shit trying to get free coffee, and then so they were like, well, fuck you too, bro, and so they started putting like too much sugar and milk and shit in his coffee and doing all this, and so they got jokes. So now she makes sure that he's always getting like 6 creams and 8 sugars in his coffees and shit, fucking him up. So that's hilarious to me. So she's doing that and more, and just messing with him at any turn that she can, which is hilarious because it is beyond anything she even needs to do. But she's just like, messing with men is her thing. Like. She gets under his skin like the best way. It's hilarious. It's hilarious. So far I like it, and I'm glad I'm liking it because I clearly have the sequel, as you have seen. So yeah, so far so good. And let me see, I think I'm like not even, yeah, I'm 140 pages in right now, so far so good. But then last night I also read more of Claimed by the Cthulhu. Talk about a hilarious ass book. Like this book is real. The stupidity that happens in this book is so funny to me. Like, it's a fun read. This is such a fun read of a book, and the characters are, I don't know, it's just good. It's just good. like, like, our girl, like, she has obviously some issues that they allude to in the beginning, and so she's like having to deal with that, and he's like really good with it, but then also it's like the emotional part is good, but then also like it's hilarious because there's a whole like there's a whole situation that happens that is just kind of funny to read, and I like I think I'm getting closer to the end now. I think I'm like 70% into that. So yeah, I'm getting close to the end and just like it's hilarious. It's hilarious. It's cute. Like I like it. And I think this is actually I realized it's the second book in the series. So it is a series, but I think this is like a series of standalones. So it's like the Monster Meet Cute series or something like that. But I think it's all on KU. So maybe, these are the books to be cleansing the palate with because they are like, it's cute. And this one's hilarious. So I wonder if the other ones are too, because this is the kind of vibe I need sometimes. Just, just a haha hee hee time. Right, my teeth. Anyways, so those are the updates. So far, so good. We will continue on. Alrighty, so we're going to be wrapping up the vlog in this clip because I finished 2 books, so I need to talk about those. So I finished Claimed by the Cthulhu, and as mentioned before, it was actually pretty decent. And so now I want to finish. I mean, now that I'm finished with that book, I kind of want to read the other books in the series. Like, I think there's like 6 books or something, but they all seem like they're all short. They're Monster Meet Cute. This is, I think, the name of the series. But yeah, I was like pleasantly surprised by that, and so I think I might read those, here and there. So that was fun. That was a fun read, and it was cute and hilarious. So after that, I finished also The God and the Gumiho, which, oh my god, it's like popped off so hard at the end. Like, at the first, I mean, it was always kind of like a serious thing going on, but it was also kind of low-key hilarious because she was messing with him so good. And then, obviously she had to reap what she sowed on that one. So, they get to the romance, and then things go sideways, and yeah, it's like a hate drama in a book. And so anyways, this was a fun read too. I mean, kind of tragic at the end, but it was good. So I ended up liking this book as well, and I will be also continuing with this, so that was good. So there you go, 2 wins. We'll see whenever I can get the audiobook for the second one, but so far so good. So anyways, yeah, we're going to be done there. And then I have no idea what we're gonna read next time. So see y'all.